Okay, guys, so welcome to day 6 or day 7. I'm not even sure at this point right now. Um, Welcome to another episode of Borderline Lies, and they tell us in our head. Okay, so borderline situation number 1, I'm going to give you one of mine. The ex girlfriend is sending mail to my house again, financial stuff. Like she's trying to establish a bank in Pensacola, and the bitch lives in New York. And I don't understand why she's doing it, but the lies in my head, my borderline past, tell me she's trying to move back into my house because she inherited a bunch of money and now she wants her fucking boyfriend back. But my boyfriend insists he wouldn't take her back with someone else's dick, so I'm gonna go ahead and believe him because I've got to give him some trust. And the problem with borderline is we just don't trust people. So as I'm looking at him and he's telling me this, I'm thinking he's lying. And he shouldn't have to prove to me that he's not, but he's going to let me be the one to send her mail back because I've had it with this and he wants to prove it to me that he's not up to that. And I appreciate that because borderline require a lot of reassurance. Now, on a positive note, let's start it off. We're going to do our gratitude journal today, and I'm going to show you what that is. All right, so this is mine, fancy cover, soul full of sunshine, my wishes and dreams. I open it up, and I write down the date. What is the date today? July 26th. Okay. Everyone, that's Rusty. Rusty, say hi. Rusty's my boyfriend.
Mind your own damn business.
He lives with my borderline lies in my head, and he tries to deal with them, but I'm driving him nuts. Thankfully, he loves me, and he's still trying with me. So it's 7/26/25. 3 things I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that Rusty has the patience to prove things to me that he shouldn't have to. I'm grateful for a great, big, beautiful Florida sky. And I'm grateful for another day to spend with my very old dog, Woodrow, who's 15 years old. Let's do our affirmations. 3 good things about ourselves, because I know that we all think that there's nothing good about us, and there is good things about us. So let me think. I'm caring. When I love you, and I'm worthy of love. And remember, so are you. What we have is a condition that's one of the only mental health conditions that can be cured. And women in your 40s, if you're watching this is the best time for us to cure this behavior. Okay, so now that we've done our affirmations and our gratitude, now we're going to set some intentions for the day. I try to set 3 intentions for the day, and I try to accomplish all of them. And at the end of the day, I go through and think about how I failed and how I could have done better. And I should write that in my journal so that I remember those things. And I think I'm going to start, and maybe you should start too. So let's see, my intentions for today. I have to get a project done for someone very special who I want them to know how much I appreciate and love them. So we're going to go down and do some exercise, and you can watch me do that too, while we talk about some other things. And then I'm going to show you some more books. All right, so this is the Mental Health Toolkit. It's for a variety of things, as you can see. It's not as good as Daniel Fox's Borderline book, which is the one I really, really cannot begin to recommend enough. That's the one you need to do. Mine has notes all in it. I wish I could find it. I don't know where it is. It might be in my car. I got to clean it out. Borderlines are kind of messy if you haven't figured that out. But this has an e-course included, a workbook and guide for CBT and DBT skills, complex PTSD, addiction, and anxiety recovery, which I know most of us deal with. So I do that book there. It helps me a lot to process through feelings and unreal thoughts. This one is for antisocial, borderline, narcissistic, and histrionic workbook. I am not antisocial by any means. I'm not narcissistic or histrionic, but I am borderline, which mirrors a lot of the narcissistic traits, even though ours is self-preservation and the need to be loved. I still have that workbook. I haven't started working on it because I don't know how much it applies to me. I need to look through it. This is one that is huge if you want to have a relationship. Like I said, we are drawn to toxic relationships. Most of us come out of toxic relationships. And so when we try to get into a normal one, we seek out chaos when we think we're bored because we don't know anything else. Communication's huge. And when the communication ends, that's when you start to have problems in other areas too. So my boyfriend and I bought this book, Love More, Fight Less. It's a workbook that we need to work harder on. We have worked on it, but we need to work harder on it, both of us together, because nobody's perfect, and that's definitely sure. We have a lot of the same feelings. Ours are just more intense.
I am.
What?
Perfect.
Oh, that's right. He's perfect, guys. In every way that he's not.
Thank you.
And that's perfect in your imperfections, which is how you're really supposed to love someone, because sometimes he drives me fucking nuts, but I'm sure that he could say the same thing for me. And this is a Spravato booklet about the ketamine, which is the answer to my problems and is helping me to do this for you. And I recommend that you look this up online, talk to your doctor. It's not offered in all states. Thankfully, it is offered in mine. I have seen drastic improvement in the last year. Some of the situations I've dealt with just this last week, I would not have dealt with in the same way last year. I would have run away and done something stupid. Thankfully, this year I haven't done that. I'm trying to get better for me and for Rusty and my kids and my mom and everybody else's life I affect, because we affect a lot of people and we need to take that into consideration. So that's kind of how I start my day. And then usually I go out and water my plants and feed my birds because I have a spoiled cat who likes to watch them. And today, then we're going to take the convertible top down and load some rakes. And we're going to go start on our project today because this bitch is broke. But it's the effort that counts and the thought you put in it. So that's what we're going for today. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope I gave you some more positive things to think about today, to know that, recovery is possible. You just have to work hard at it. And you know what? Don't let nobody give you no shit, because at least you're doing something about it when they're just sitting around bitching. And you got to remember that, not to let other people get into your head, because I'm horrible about that. And then I ruminate on it for days, and then I let it affect other areas of my life because somebody doesn't like me. But not everybody's going to like you. And you know what? Shit. 60% won't, because you're borderline and they don't understand you, and that's fine. That's fine. It's the ones who do understand you, the one who take the time. My boyfriend looked at borderline personality disorder for months to try to help me, and it's the only thing that saved my life, really. So, like I said, some days he gets pissed at me, some days we have problems, but who doesn't have problems? The point of a relationship is to work through those problems together and to understand each other better. Is a relationship possible with borderline? Yes. Is a relationship harder with borderline? Absolutely. Is it possible they aren't going to last? Yeah, that's true too. But you'll never know if you just don't try and you don't quit, or you don't lose until you quit. So just don't quit trying. And that's what I can say. That's my positive aspect for the day. Keep on keeping on, in the words of Joe Dirt.